Hey guys, gals, and non-binary pals, Hal here, bringing to you more random content from this side of cyberspace. Yeah. Hey, Chad. How ya guys doing? Hello there, Chloe. I see you. I perceive you, as usual. My one and only, not my one and only mod. One of my two mods. My number one supporter. Thank you. Hello. If you might notice, I may be speaking at a slightly higher word per minute right now. It's because I am caffeinated. Yes, I am 1,000,000% caffeinated right now. And I don't know, I just decided that I wanted to have a bit of a warm drink tonight. Hello, Kate. Hello, nice to see you in stream. Hello. So yeah, again, slightly higher word per minute. I might be stuttering quite a bit more, and I might be a bit hyper because I decided to get a bit of coffee. It's not particularly strong coffee, but it is still coffee nonetheless. Yes, caffeination. My god. Yeah, I feel powerful already. I don't want to make this I don't want to turn this into a habit, but hey, come on. The Saturday evening beer has to be replaced with something, you know? So anyways, I'm not gonna start the game right away. Just wanna hang out for a bit, you know, as I stretch a bit. I had a nap before, I had a little bit of a nap before the start of the stream. I know, I like having I like having little naps before streams, you know. Cause usually I do, what do you call it? Yeah, kitty nap. I don't call them cat naps, I call them kitty naps. Because they're warm and make me feel good inside whenever I do have them. Anyways, yeah, it's because usually I do come back home from either work or the gym, kind of tired, you know, so I take a cold shower and take a little kitty nap before going off into cyberspace. Lying down is just nice, right? If only, Chad. Sounding really tempting right now because my bed's just right behind me. I am using a controller. So the problem is, don't think I'll see my... See, you can hear me standing up. I have like 3 problems. I do. I mean, I can't kind of see the screen, computer screen, but I don't think you guys can hear me properly if I do. Yeah. I don't think you guys can hear me properly if I do like decide to lie down in bed and play. And also the other thing is that I don't think my headset and controller can reach that far, so Bring your mic to the bed. It has a, we can distantly hear you. I see. It's in one of those like clamp stands, you know, those clamp things where you clamped mic arms. There we go. You know what I'm talking about, right? So do my setup where you bring the headphones to bed. If only it could reach that long, but it can't, unfortunately. This is a suboptimal setup for a game while lying in bed stream. Unfortunate. Oh yeah, speaking about distantly hearing me. So I did a few more things for my audio setup. I guess the mixing and all that. So how about now, chat? How about now? Do I sound any different? Does it sound a bit weirder? Do I sound a bit more crisp or anything? How many subs to get HAL wireless headphones? Hey buddy, at work, so I'll just lurk. Have a great stream. Merchants, hello. Thank you for this. Thank you for the lurk. I do hope that your work's going well, and I sure do hope that me and the pictures of no longer struggling from a gunshot, but struggling to bike through the countryside would be a good background noise for you. I know this is a thumper nuts bot. Yeah, who can forget? Audio is poggers. All right, that's pretty poggin, pal. Pretty poggin, pal. I love that alliteration. Oh god, it's the caffeine doing its thing again. Let me take another sip. There we go. Anyways, oh yeah. So before I did leave, I mean clock out of work. I mean, I got to clock out of work early today. And I got to visit a mall, and it had a little bit of an anime convention going on. It was pretty neat. It was pretty poggin. It was pretty nice. Seeing a lot of nerds out there cosplaying it just felt so much. It just made me so happy. I don't know. People I love seeing people like genuinely having fun, just doing their thing. Yeah, I got to be in my element, I guess. Nah, I was still in my work. I was still like coming home from work mode, you know? So I still had that menacing aura about me. So I do not think that the people at the booths were I don't think the people were put into ease seeing this dude in a semi-formal attire, looking kind of scary, approaching them, looking at them dead in the eye, and pointing towards a print saying, "How much?" It's like 150 po. Okay, isa na nga, please. It's just like, it was really funny. But yeah. I met some really wonderful. I found some really wonderful artists there. They are, god, the artwork. Salty chocolate. Hello, nerd. Hello, fellow nerd. Where be my war tinder, Valorant, babe? I'm sorry, babe. I'm sorry. I feel really bad about that. But no, I'm gonna go into that tangent real quick after this short tangent. But yeah. Oh no, don't hurt me, big scary man in semi-formal clothing. Oh no. But yeah, I was still coming home from work mode. There were a lot of people. It was kind of cramped, not gonna lie, but thinking about it, which con isn't kind of cramped, you know? A lot of people were in really great cosplay. There were a lot of talented artists. This one particular artist, I've followed them on Twitter already. They had this fan art book, you know? And when I was passing by their booth, I had to do a double take because, good lord, the art on the cover was so good that I had to like do a double take. I thought that Hoyoverse like released an official art book or something, and it turns out it was just like a fan made thing. I was like, whoa, insane. I went up to their booth, and instead of buying any Genshin merch, I decided to buy like Ensemble Stars thing. So, you know, the collection has to grow. I did find it's from Valkyrie, by the way, because I'm a Valkyrie producer. Yeah, baby. But yeah, it was pretty neat. The highlight there, however, was okay. So the highlight there, however, in that little time that I spent there, was there was this singing competition, I guess, part going on for the program, and so yeah, people were going up to the stage to sing, I guess, an anime opening or whatever Japanese song. Did I join the singing competition? No, I didn't, because one, I sound like wet ass singing, and two, it had to be like the sign up was like a week prior or so. No, you don't, shush, no. But anyways, so yeah, one of the highlight there was that There was this one person who sang, what does sweat ass sound like? Wouldn't you want to know? But anyways, there was this one person who went up to the stage, and I think they sang... Okay, I'll be honest, I didn't know which anime it was. I think it was Demon Slayer. I mean, I think it was the OP for Demon Slayer. I think. I'm not too sure. But I actually do not know the song, but the wonderful part there, the most beautiful part there was that as soon as the song started, people were like hyped. I could see people around me were like really hyped. I was like, whoa, what's up with this? What song is this? And then when the chorus hit, when the person on the stage was singing the chorus, everybody in the mall, everybody in like the vicinity started to sing along with them. And it was so amazing. I don't know the lyrics, I don't know which anime it came from, but it was just so amazing. Everybody was like jumping, singing along with the contestant. I sure do hope they won. The competition because of that alone. Yeah, so yeah, it was pretty great. Afterwards, I went out to get myself a pizza, an emotional support pizza. It's a very important part of my week. And yeah, I drove back home and took a nap, and now we're here. Pretty neat story, Someone say pizza? Hello there, Sess. Welcome to the stream. Same thing happened at Comic-Con. Someone sang the first verse of "I'll Be There For You" from Friends. I'll be there for you. Oh my god. Wait, how does that start again? Na-na-na. Na-na-na-na-na. Let it be this way. Whatever. So no one told you life was gonna be this way. Da-da-da-da. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. But yeah, it was pretty neat. What else? Oh yeah, another weird thing that that I came across was on the drive home. There was this one Jeep that was blasting its music so freaking loud. It was on the road. It was blasting its music so loud, and it was waiting for the stoplight to turn green. I pulled up right beside it. It was so loud that I could hear it inside my car, and it took me a bit of time to realize what song it was because it was like rock music. But then I muted my radio, and it was Rammstein, guys. He was playing Rammstein. Here comes the sun. Sie ist Sternfinalen. And it was like, oh my god, what the hell? It was like, what the heck? This guy is ultra based, but Jesus Christ, turn that thing down. We're talking about weird things. It's not weird, but there are 2 eggs in my room. They're not my pets. Oh lord. I highly suggest you contain that right away, because that's gonna be quite a mess when they do hatch. Trust me. But yeah, the jeepney driver was playing Rammstein. Yeah, it's quite a mess. Trust me. So if you intend on keeping them, I suggest you, you should probably do something about those. So yeah, it was Hal's Bizarre Adventures. Take those outside. Yeah, the eggs are in the whole part of the lock for one of the doors in my room. Don't touch him. Well, you should actually just probably decide to do something about it. So yeah. Going to this other tangent that I do have is that I feel so bad now, because I've promised quite a few of my friends that I'd play with them. Case in point, there's what do you call it? There's Salty with War Thunder, because I really do want to play War Thunder. But then even before that, quite of my other friends have more thunder. No, more thunder, guys. Quite a few other of my friends have also asked me to play Valheim with them. And I do want to play Valheim with them, but then I realized that I don't really, I didn't get the time to do so, and I feel really bad because when I get home, I have to do like my little project, and then I have to stream afterwards, and then as soon as I finish streaming, I'm already tired. I want to still want to open up War Thunder or Valheim or God, Dota even. Just to play with my other friends, then oh no, God, so tired. This is one of the things that kind of sucks if you have like a Monday to Saturday job, you know? Saturdays you just want to hang out and you know, hang out with your friends. Stream a bit shorter. I mean, yeah, I could, but I don't know. Maybe I'll have to do a lot better, you know. I have to strive to be better and give a bit more time to them, you know. Because even before I was streaming, they were already there. These other friends of mine. So yeah. Is it too bad? But thankfully, none of them aren't. Thankfully, none of them are pissed or anything. Thankfully, they've only been nothing but supportive of me. They've only said that I swear to God, if you're gonna be a cat boy as a VTuber, we are gonna disown your ass. So nobody tell them, please, chat. Nobody tell them of the things that I've done. No, nobody tell them the things that I've done on stream. But this is a threat. But yeah, no, they, you know, it's a lighthearted manner, but yeah, thankfully, my friends have been pretty supportive about it. So I can only hope, if ever, that if big if here, chat, if ever I do get a like live 2D debut, God, if I could get money for that, oh, God, I choked. If I could get money for that, oof. If I do get a live 2D debut, I'm sure to hope that, you know, quite a few more, I'll have my friends and quite a few more of my pals to, you know, want to see it. Salty, yeah, I was talking crap about you. Because wait, Salty, is it a new thing where there's a Churchill with an APHE round? Is it a new thing? Please let me know. Ah, Christ. Christ, a Churchill with APHE. Oh my God. Just when you thought that... You know what? Yeah, that's gonna be a problem for me next time I see one of those in the field. Yeah. You know what? Enough banter, chat. Our time's up. And you know what? Let's continue. No, you know what? Not enough banter. Why don't we continue our banter over here at the game? Ta-da! Playtime 2 hours. It doesn't feel like 2 hours. Not gonna lie. So yeah. Yeah. I have this habit of, despite no longer playing games, particular games, I still do love to. Where the frick am I? Okay. I still do love to keep tabs on them, at least. So, for example, or at least, what do you call it? Wait, frick am I supposed to do? Although I don't play the game anymore, I still like to be updated on it. So, for example, case in point, Genshin Impact. I stopped playing that game over a year ago, but still... Oh, wait, what was I supposed to do? But still, I
hope this isn't the face of a god. He looks like he'd steal your lunch.
Hey, yo. Hey. Yo. Anyways, I haven't played that game for over a year now, but still, I still like to be updated with the what do you call it? With a new lore, with the new things that happened. Not my lunch. What? Even War Thunder. I haven't been playing it too much. I haven't been playing it too much, but I've... Wait, what am I supposed to do? Bring her pictures of her work. Oh, okay. So I haven't been playing the game too much, but I still like to be updated with, say, the new, like, new tanks are out, or new planes, or whatever new, what do you call it, mechanic they have in the game. This is pretty cool, you know? Let's put that there. Oh, I can remove them. Huh. Okay. No. Wait. Yeah, I can do this. Oh, it's already there. I like that shot. Edit. There we go. I suck at scrapbooking. I'm very sorry. By the way. I do not know how to scrapbook. There's no need to be sorry.
A face worn with the strain of creation. She is compelled to create, like how I feel compelled to document this season.
Another case in point, and the no longer playing but still in touch.
The text is barely legible.
Oh,
3 aphorisms from the young. None should see the face of love and live. It looks like a set of aphorisms.
Set of what now?
Now to find the rest.
Okay, gotta look up what an aphorism is. I've heard that word before, but I've forgotten the meaning. Let's see. Aphorism. Aphorism. A concise statement of a principle. A terse formulation of a truth or sentiment. An adage. A pithy observation that contains a general truth, such as, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. An ingeniously terse style of expression. Aphoristic language. These are dazzling chapters packed with perfectly chosen anecdotes and pithy with aphorism. Oh, I see. It's an adage. Right, where are the rest? I didn't understand the definitions. It is essentially that, a quote. Yeah, essentially that, a quote. Words to live by, or something like that. Oh. Ice biv. Hello, excuse me, can we talk? Okay, what am I supposed to be looking for again? Okay, I am genuinely lost. No sleep gang? Heck yeah.
I'm not sure what to think about this.
Alright, bring the thing to Matiora.
What is this? That's just trash.
Also, I almost got bonked on the head with a stick and I said, yeah. I blame you. Yeah. Oh, poor little kitty. There we go. Oh, you know what? I'll give you a head pat for that. Oh, you poor thing. Let me give you a head pat for that, for the almost bonk. By the way, chat, I have a new emote. Thank you to Chloe. Thank you to Chloe for actually giving us the head pat emote. Oh yeah, and Cess? Oh lord, really? Oh, so it's the both of you. I should really properly give attribution to the both of you. I really do hate the fact that Twitch only allows like one person to be attributed. I'm sorry, okay. Yeah, so yeah, thank you to the both of you. Friends, pals, out there, if you want the raid and head pat emoji, please, show these really wonderful people some love. Follow them on Twitter. Like their arts, retweet all their arts, whatever. And yeah, if you do also want access to them, hey, you know, it's just one sub. It's just one sub. Have like access to all of that. Yeah. Aha, yes, Twitter, the site I still totally use. Yeah. Ah, God. So yeah. Cool beans. I will eat dinner now. Yes, I come back later. Alright, sana masarap ang pagkain nyo, and I'll see you later, Cess.
This instrument is so beat up, but lovingly preserved. It must have
access to them the God. the emotes. I meant the emotes.
You've brought he was wonderful.
Oh Lord.
Collected stories. You
Oh no.
He died of a heart attack on a stage in a foreign land.
What a story. Listen, I am operating on 2 hours of sleep. You should go to sleep then, Chloe. I wouldn't mind. And like 5 hours of lying down. Big mood.
It was a
Yeah.
brief and powerful feeling to share the love of without him around.
You should sleep.
Loved him too. We all did. Do you want this to be
Just sleep when you can, alright? Give yourself some proper rest. Ah, yes, mass culture.
Very good. And the tea is ready. In the past, I tried to control everything. My work was dead. This time, let's follow our intuition, gather some pieces and see what happens.
I will bench later when the weather gets even colder. I see. Sounds like a plan. Anyways, Matiora here. Yeah, she did mention something about her art. Because she tried to control everything, her art was dead. This time, let's follow our intuition, gather some pieces, and see what happens. I'll be honest. I feel that. I feel that way too much. And oh my god, the shaders. It feels like they're Z fighting. What is going on with the right? Look at the right, chat. Are they Z fighting? I think they are. Anyways, yeah, I feel that way too much because back then, believe it or not, chat, I used to draw. I used to call myself an artist, you know, and it took me quite a bit. It took me quite a bit of time to realize that the reason why sometimes
magic might be hiding in this day, which will pass and never return.
Sometimes my art would doesn't feel, I don't know, alive, was because I realized that my, what do you call it? I was like too stiff with it. I was too quote unquote in control with it. I kept on following what do you call it? Like, what is it? Like box standard rules, I suppose. I don't know. It was almost like cubism or something. Sometimes my drawings felt like geometry, more like geometry than anything else. And I was essentially bringing my training from engineering to the rigidness of my training from engineering to drawing. Eventually, a close friend of mine pointed that out. Said, "Why don't you just like, dude, loosen up a bit? You know, ease the way how you grip the pen, loosen up the stabilization and, you know, just follow intuition. And I looked at them like, yeah, just draw. She told me, just draw, dude. I was like, I looked at them like they just told me a weird thing. I looked at them as if they ate my dog. It's like, the hell do you mean by that? And then I did essentially loosen up, and eventually, yeah, my art kind of improved. And with that improvement, I kind of eventually made this model. Teehee, the hipero, but yeah, it's pretty neat. Although, sadly, I don't really have that much time to draw anymore. Sucks. But still, why do you use that of all the examples? What? Oh. I mean, it brings home the idea. Why the dog? What the dog doing? Why the dog? I don't know, dude.
This tea is
I don't know which is worse. I think caffeinated me is worse than drunk me, chat. Oh no, the tea has shrooms in it now, don't it?
It makes me want to sing.
Ah, Matiara, please. Yeah, I'll record her song. Hmm?
Chubaleni husanota, chubaleni husabe, chubaleni husanota, krimosanahi. Pleminutu sa canora, pleminuno sa petu, pleminuno caserota, manano mase. Dudua ui anota, dudua uni ano, dudua uni anota, enimunahi.
Huh. That was nice.
That was it. That was Cheng Valley.
Huh. That was a nice bit right over there. Oftentimes it is said that when words fail, the heart is full, you start to sing. That was that.
I thought we would capture Cheng Valley in a piece of art. But we captured it in a moment instead.
You're right.
A moment can never hang on the wall of a museum. But you will still carry it with you. You were the co-author of this moment. I would never have found it without you.
It was a part of the game.
I'll rest these weary knees.
It was part of the game.
Hold on.
It's the alarm. It's the alarm because the valley is gonna get flooded, and well, yeah.
But you're welcome to bring me images of this valley, as long as you bring them close enough for me to see.
I'm listening to too many things.
I'll tell you what
oh
I
boy.
know. There's only a little bit of today left. And then the city, the flood, the lights, the next season.
Ah, I see. Oh well. So yeah, it sounded real different. Yeah, it kind of does.
Oh, you'd never believe that locket was a gift from Manches.
Oh boy.
Yes, the famous singer. We were both artists.
Sounded like it was coming from behind me along with the cars. Oh man.
We admired each other's work.
Unfortunate.
We admired each other.
Oh, I see.
Golden season wouldn't have been so golden without him.
Aw. Can I take a photo of you?
All right.
Yay. Oh. She doesn't even look at us. Darn it.
Latiora is a true artist.
What can you tell me
wish I
more
could
about
show
the
you
valley?
around, but maybe you can bring the valley to me. You could show me photographs, and I'll rummage around in my mind for any gems.
What's a nice little critters? Tian
Critters
Valley.
of the valley.
Yeah,
Don't worry about the animals. They'll leave before the flood.
they're smart like that.
Won't they? Yes.
Let's see.
The most powerful god of all. The god of sleep. Sleep. When we remember and forget together.
Huh.
When we toss out what needs to be in the garbage. When we guilt memories worth keeping. I've learned more from my dreams than from any book. You may pray or not, but you will sleep. You will. Or you will die. How could this, the true religion, make itself more clear to you?
Anyways, it's been nice talking to you, old lady. Pretty cool. Alright, let's see. Where else? Oh wait, I think it is officially nighttime. So I think the next thing that we could
Night has
do...
fallen. The
Yeah.
doors to the shrine must be open now.
Alright, let's go to the shrine. Time to bike. Oh my lord. Looks a lot prettier now. Chloe, thank you for the hydrate time. Yes, it is indeed hydrate time. But look at this. Oh no. No, what the fuck? No, it's the fog. No. No, the fog is doing its thing. Oh no. But yeah, sure. Let's hydrate together, pals. If you are working, lying in bed, eating, you're doing whatever, take some time to hydrate. Be a true hydro homie today. The fog decided to show itself. I wanted to take a picture of the path. Squints at my phone screen. Oh no. It suddenly appeared. There are creatures in the mist. Speaking of the mist, you guys know about that movie? Do you guys know about that movie? The Mist? It's pretty neat. I mean, a lot of people don't like it, but I don't know. I like it. I kind of like that movie. And I don't know if it's gonna be a hot take, but I
live
really...
in a house that looks like this. Forever on fire.
The way that movie ended, I don't know why, but I really liked it. I do even remember that. You don't know the movie? The Mist. It's a pretty nice movie. It's, family goes shopping, and there are a mist rolls by, and there are creatures in the mist, and things get spooky. So, anyways. So, the thing is, the movie is written by Stephen King. I mean, originally the movie was a book, and then it was written by Stephen King. The thing about it was that the movie and the book's endings are kind of different. And when the original author saw the ending of the movie, he said, "God damn, I wish I ended my book that way." It was really neat. But to be honest, the ending is really, 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 really depressing. And I don't know. It's because of that emotional impact why, up until now, I still really do love. It has to be my favorite ending, movie ending of all time. But yeah. Would I recommend it to anybody? I don't think. I wouldn't, honestly. I don't know. I wouldn't always recommend it, but it is definitely a movie. One of the movies of all time. Well, you know, because of this game, I've actually wanted to go back to biking, but then I discovered one teeny tiny problem, and it's that my bike's tires are like stupid flat, and I don't know where I can get them fixed. Okay, wait. Is there a map even? Oh, there we go. Where am I? Are there no bike stores or something near you? No? Question mark? Wait, because I'm looking at... Okay. Okay, there are no bikes. There are no bike stores close to me, and even if there were, I don't think I'd have the money to to fix it for now, or to buy new tires. Oh, I don't want to get a recording of that. What the heck was that?
It almost sounds like a painful song to sing. I hope not.
Huh. Anyways, I could always try like a vulcanizing shop, you know? Like, yung mga vulcanizing shop sa gilid-gilid lang. I wouldn't know. But truth be told though, its tires are kind of weird. It's not the optimal sort, cause yeah, I feel like those tires like the cheap sorts, you know? The ones that I don't think you should be relying on to save your life. Relying on to, you know, to bike around in. Okay, I recognize this place. Going in the right direction. But yeah. It's also kind of maybe I'm pretty much, god damn it, I hate to admit it, but I'm kind of lazy to like get my bike, put it at the back of my pickup, and drive over to the nearby whatever shop or to a nearby bike store, whatever. See, here's how I rationalize it. One, the lazy part of me is there's the lazy part where I have to put it at the back of my pickup, and I have to find like the, what do you call it? That thing. What do you call it? That I'm looking for the term. There's this like cover for the back of my pickup, so that I can like fit the bike snug at the rear part, you know, so that the metal bits of the bike doesn't make contact with the metal bits of my car, you know, so that it doesn't scrape around and all that. So there's that one lazy part of me. And then the second part is the social anxiety. because it did mean that I'd need to go to walk up to Manong or whatever and ask to get my wheel fixed.
I knew once I
Or
went
whatever.
into the shrine, time to explore the valley
So
was
yeah.
over.
I wanted to play basketball again, but I'm too lazy to clean and inflate the ball at home. Man, I feel you. Oh hey, look. Look at that night sky. I think our camera collided with something. Oh no, I should include the bike. Just bring a piece of paper and say, I know, fix the bike, please. Give it to Manong, right? I don't know. It feels so weird because if ever I'm like at work, I'm not afraid of like interacting with people. Social, you know, my social anxiety, that's not a thing when I'm in work mode. But then as soon as it's past 5 p.m. and you know it's past 5 p.m. I clock out of the office. It's like, oh god, I don't know how to interact with these people anymore. It's like this is why I relate to Nanami so much in Jujutsu Kaisen, you know? Because he's like, yeah, soon as I clock out, let's finish this quick before 5 p.m. or something, because I don't want to work overtime, you know, that sort of stuff. I relate to him so much. and if ever I am, there are times where
The shrine, the void sits alone.
there are times at the office where I need to like stay a bit longer, then it's like my power levels just spike tenfold just so I could finish it ASAP, you know? Eh? Wait a... Oh no, a TV. Hey. Can't believe I have to go overtime is such a mood.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'll be cryptic. I'm a witness floating through.
You've been traveling for a little while then.
Huh.
Feeling like a ghost. I feel that way in my own life. My own home.
Mr. We just met. Let's try that again. Hi, my name's Hal. Huh.
What's that? Around your neck?
Please don't mug me.
That's a pendant. You're wearing a pendant. My god, I've read about those. A pendant, a burner, 5 memories, 1 for each sense. Who did you make the pendant with?
My mom.
And who lost the memories, you or her?
She said I had to remember
I
everything.
see. And what was something you burned?
A
You
portrait.
burned a photo of your parents and a memory. Interesting ritual.
God, the mixing.
Similar to what we do here, but different.
Mm-hmm. What do you want to know?
Why do I?
You
Your
forgot?
mind will make it into the next season intact. You're protected by 5 senses, 5 lost memories. What about everyone else? You ever think about that?
I have.
Well,
I
I
guess.
don't need one.
I just realized, with what he's wearing, isn't his outfit like... The color of the outfit isn't like Howl or something? Chat, I can't be... Chat, I can't be the only one seeing this, nah? Yeah? Sarap ng higa niya. Oo nga, diba?
I'll be right here until the flood takes me.
Big mood. Why not evacuate?
The first days of a new season are just so
Okay.
damn...
He doesn't have a white... He doesn't have a white undershirt. I mean, it might have been white back then, but now it's just like dirty and all that. That's why it's like dry SpongeBob yellow or something. But like, look, it's like the fuchsia on his coat and the green, right? Hal wears green, right? I mean, green pants or something? I don't even remember anymore.
Hopeful. Feeling that kind of hope again would kill me.
Dry SpongeBob yellow, yeah. Look at it.
I'd rather drown.
Big mood.
Of course, of course. Few things are as painful.
Ah, the best lie there is. Hope. God, I remember reading that in World War Z. Your descriptions today are off the charts, but okay, insert kitchen sponge here. Like, dude, like an old kitchen sponge. Isn't that the same color as his shirt? Okay, please, tell me. Exactly. But is nobody acknowledging the Howl, like Howl's Moving Castle outfit there? No? It's me? Am I just going haywire? Is my code wrong?
I told you I read about them.
Oh, the shirt is pretty green more than... What? It's not green. It's your screen. It's your screen. I'm not gaslighting you. I don't... I mean, isn't like... Okay, isn't his like outfit? Doesn't he wear like a fuchsia pink whatever coat like that, and then green pants? Question mark? Or maybe I'm just remembering things now, and memories aren't real. Yeah, like Hal himself? Question mark? I don't even know anymore. It's kind of yellow. See?
Look at you, protected. The rest of the world is not so lucky.
If it's not, it's the caffeine, guys. It's the caffeine.
The people you've met on your way here, nobody else is protected. You think everyone makes it into
Yeah,
a
like how?
season intact?
No, maybe. God damn it! I gotta look it up now. It's iconic pink and blue. Oh, damn it! Then a white pirate shirt, and oh, he's wearing black pants. Okay, never mind. Dry SpongeBob yellow, because you know those scenes where SpongeBob is like dry in those gross, it's like, what's it called, gross up stills, right, you know those in the old SpongeBob episodes where it's zoomed in and painted, or like thinking like it's a texture. God. The color
Parking lot. You know things are about to change.
It's called a gross up, and in those images, the sort of yellow is allow.
I can tell.
I'd get it if you said he looked like the old lady in Spirited Away. Oh, no, I wasn't talking about how he looks like Hal, but the thing he's wearing looks like Howl's. But yeah, it's probably because of the pink thing. Or the old lady in Spirited Away? Yeah, now that you mention it, yeah, probably. No, that's the physical description. But just the outfit itself, probably, I'm just conflating it, there we go, because of the overcoat thing, whatever.
A collective pendant to protect a group instead of one person. You're welcome to try. My memories are all over the shrine. You can have them, destroy them, whatever you want.
Yeah, mobile is pretty
Asking
limiting.
An old monk to invent a new ritual.
Yeah.
Let me die in peace.
All right, we gotta save this old man by making him remember his old memories. No. Yo. Oh. Zoom in. Enhance. Oh, what's in here? Acorn? No. What are these? Fuzzy fruits.
That fruit is an acquired taste, but go ahead, taste it for your, what did you call it? Collective pendant?
Sure. Ah. Ripperoonie. It's a kiwi.
You like the taste?
Like the bird. This is the worst thing I've ever tasted in my life. You know what?
The first time, yes. Something about stealing fruit.
Ooh.
Being young, stealing fruit, something like that. Is that enough of a memory? I guess I won't forget it now.
Looks like a hairy pomegranate. Yeah, it does. He looks so static. Yeah, from a particular angle, I don't think you can even. It's like, it's so weird because it looks like it's his clothes are the only thing that's animated to be breathing. But then his actual, like,
when the flood comes.
I don't know. I shouldn't be paying attention to that. I'm not a developer. I'm just some rando who's trying to enjoy this game, which I am successfully enjoying it, by the way. But yeah. Oh, Nyoni. Well, I'm sorry. This looks way too real. Oh. Oh man, you shouldn't be leaving your records just bareback. Oh god, bare in there on a shelf or something. You're gonna scratch it. Ah. Because we do have like, okay, weird story time, pals. Strange tangent. We do have a phonograph, or I guess like whatever those are called nowadays. And one of the best things that have ever happened to me was back then when I was still pretty young, or not very young. Back when I was younger, there we go. Back when I was younger, I was still learning guitar, you know. I was learning the guitar. My dad decided to help a friend out. A wee block of code. Yeah, exactly. Papa Naros. I don't even know anymore. But my dad, by helping me, since I wanted to learn the guitar, he also kind of wanted to help a friend out. So he asked his friend to teach me how to play guitar. So, you know, he'd pay him or whatever. He'd pay his friend to please don't call him Daddy Naros. I mean, unless that's me, please don't. So yeah, my dad hired his friend to teach me guitar. So we learned. I learned a lot from him, and I do blame him for my current taste in music, for the Apple Hiking and the Bee Gees and the Eagles. What else? Who sang Ventura Highway again? Kind of forgot. But yeah. So one of the best things that happened there was that because you know, my dad decided to hire him because he was like kind of struggling financially as well, you know. But then in the final months of me being under his tutelage, we got some good news. It turns out that his daughter, who is now working in Australia, I believe, was doing really well with her job, got promoted, so much so that she can finally provide like 100% to her family. So I think to the point that currently she even got to she helped them process their like immigration or something, and I think they're now living in Australia. So yeah, it was pretty neat, and we were all really happy for them. And his parting gift for us was that his entire collection of records, he decided to just leave it with us. And by God, those vinyls are like legit. The platters, an Elvis vinyl, that's absolutely an absolute treasure. It's amazing. I love it. So yeah,
in the air, I hear it.
So yeah, those like really the jazzy classics. He left all of that to us. And yeah, I remember enjoying enjoying playing all of that back then. The only reason why we haven't been playing using the phonograph a bit more nowadays is because the needle broke and we still can't find a replacement for it, which sucks. Absolutely sucks.
I used to play this at breakfast. The woman who took care of me would cook.
Yeah.
And I'd dance around.
We've looked all over the city and we still could not find a shop that sells a needle. But I think there are now a few like shops that specialize in those that recently opened up. So I could probably try again. I don't know. My grandfather had a vinyl record player too, the type similar to this one in game. Apparently my dad broke it by accident. Oh god, no.
Cook, and she'd sit
Unfortunate.
and try to sway to the beat.
Aw. Oh, so that was taste. This is sound. Oh, hey, this is the same thing that I have in my own room. It's a plushie.
That old doll. What is that? Touch?
Yeah, I had the same doll, exactly.
Everybody had that doll. A tourist left that behind. A little kid. I don't know why I kept it. I knew she'd never come back. If she's alive, that kid is older than you now. Maybe they remember this doll. Maybe not. But the life the kid imagined in this piece of fabric, I can still feel it.
To be loved is to be changed. I feel that.
Keeping it around and in one piece, it's like I'm keeping something alive.
You are in the game, Chloe. It's you.
In the loneliness
just with a missing eye, I suppose.
Nothing to pray for. That meant something. Maybe it helped me survive.
Maybe it helped me survive.
Would I admit this if I wasn't going to drown tomorrow? No.
I suppose. Oh my god, Sess. No, I want to squeeze. I want to pull the string. No, I can't pull the string. The missing eye is what defines it. Hello, welcome back from your dinner, Sess. It's nice to have you back around. Oh, nani kore? Blinking lights.
I remember seeing lights like these in the forest one night.
RGB. I hate RGB. Under Cozy Menagerie, our partnership with our friends for concept stuff, Chloe's mascot is a wolf with an XI too. Oh, I see. It's canon. It's in the lore.
It was Manchez.
That's Chloe. Good lord.
The only time I ever got to see him sing. But my eyes were on the crowd, seeing their faces in electric light, the joy of it.
Mine is a funny tanuki.
I grew up in a time when we thought our lives could be connected by electricity. How could we hate each other when we all love the same person?
I don't think you know about my actual dead eye. Oh, really?
A brief, beautiful delusion that
see.
the world was knitting itself together. He dies, the war starts, a season ends. Did I tell you already? Hope is the most painful thing in the world.
Hope is the most painful thing in the world. What happened to you, old man? Doing alright there, buddy? You know what, since you're sitting up there, let me get a picture of you. So angry. Look at this old man. The universe said I'd be too powerful if I had two eyes. Understandable. Oh, stinky incense? Wedding incense.
That smell. The bark of the esto tree. I married couples underneath that tree.
I see. Man, if I was a few years younger and still holding my naivety, I'd vibe with that line about hope real hard.
One day, the tree was struck by lightning. An old couple came to see me, very worried. They'd been married under the tree. long before I was a monk.
Well, why? What? Sorry, I was looking at something. Why? What do you think about hope nowadays? Okay. I've grown since, so I say blasphemy. I see.
Seems like a bad omen for their marriage.
The what do you call it? The optimistic point of view from Kate. I respect that.
They were so old. They'd been married for so long. It made me laugh and cry.
Hope is the reason that people keep going.
Turn the remains of the tree into this incense. I told the couple to burn the incense, that it would help. Oh, they were relieved. An old ritual turned into a new one. Maybe that's what you're trying to do here. That's 5 memories.
5 senses. Yeah. I want to say something about like that quote, like hope is the most painful thing in the world, but I don't know how to put it into words just yet. He's so old and crusty sounding. I love it about. Yeah, right? The voice acting is pretty nice. Oh lord, he's moving. Old man. Yeah, I thought he was floating. Yeah, there was something about the animation. Made it kind of strange. But still. Okay, let's
My name
talk.
is Easel.
Easel. Alright, like the painting easel.
I was the last monk of Tiang Valley.
Ethereal old. The last monk of Tiang
I
Valley.
never finished my exams to be a monk, but I'm the only one left. I took becoming a monk for granted because I grew up around them. You said you're a witness.
Yes,
I've
I
been
am.
wondering who I am, too. Our entire life is an answer to that question. I was orphaned by the war. The
Oh.
monks found me on the coast, wandering alone, shell-shocked. Sonia, the head monk, took care of me.
Sonia. Wait, isn't Sonia the lady at our...
I saw things I shouldn't have.
or...
She helped me erase those memories.
I can't
If
remember.
I had any memories of my family, I lost them too.
I'm being kicked out of my fort. Oh no! Alright, Clay. Good luck fighting back. I'll see you defend your bastion, and I hope you report soon.
But at least I didn't wake up screaming anymore.
Right? The existentialism.
So afraid of accidentally calling her mom.
Why?
She was the head monk, even
Oh.
before she ended the war. Sonia was an imposing figure. I slept, I forgot, and I grew. The soldiers came to the valley. Sonia hated the war for taking
Just
my
drink a bit of
family
water
like it
first.
took so many others. The most powerful prayers are always made out of desperation.
Huh. Yeah.
She figured out how to amplify our sleep prayer, a prayer that could end a season. No one had ever done anything like that.
How is drinking water no one make him laugh? He's gone. We've seen that last time. Thankfully, nobody's clipped that from last
Then
stream.
to the coast to turn on the light posts. To signal that the season would end soon.
Thankfully, no, I should scrub through that.
Just to-
I should scrub through the last stream. Try to look for that. That was golden. Posture check. Yes, I have been streaming for over an hour, pals. So I am going to take this time to please unshrimp thyselves. Get your back straight. Sit properly. Don't sit at a completely 90-degree angle. I clipped it. Oh boy. Alright, I'll have to look through it soon. Don't sit at a completely 90-degree angle, you know. You could sit like, I don't know, is it 80 degrees? Or whatever. Unclench your jaw, release the tension from your shoulders. If you as soon as you do click the clip button, it's automatically published. So I'll we'll see. We'll look at it soon. Isn't 80 like shrimping? No, like. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I got it. Wrong reference angle. I meant like 100 degrees or 100 degrees or 110 or something. Because yes, less than 90 is shrimping angle. Anyways, yeah, if you have been working, please do save your work. If you have been writing, put down the pen a bit, stretch those fingers. If you've been sitting for an ungodly amount of time, do stand up a bit. Isn't it in the server? I should look that up soon. If you've been sitting at an ungodly amount of time, please do stand up. Do a few squats or wiggle your toes. Extend your ankles or whatever. There we go. I am jiggling my butt because I need to get the blood flowing through my biggest asset. Yeah. Anyway, holy crap. My entire soul left my body when I had to stand up. See? That means no, there's a reason why you have bones. Come on, guys. Use them bones. Stand up. You use them bones on your legs and all that. I have not lied down for that long in so damn long. Good God, such a big mood. Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of which, another tangent. It's really funny though. So there was this one time that I think I've mentioned it before that I've started like opening videos before going to sleep. You know, back then I couldn't sleep even with a little bit of noise in my background, but nowadays I like to have like a YouTube video or something in the background as I go to sleep, right? So the thing is, I went to sleep with a like there was just like short 5-minute video, okay, and I think I was already half asleep as soon as the 5-minute video ended, but I did turn on the autoplay, so it had what do you call it? So I saw which video was coming up next. The next video was one of Elira Pandora's streams. You know, the VTuber. One of Elira's streams. I think it was, I don't know if it was Persona or Xenoblade or whatever. And I was like, okay, I'll just keep that playing. And I fell asleep. So the next morning, I woke up. It was like 6 a.m. I look at my phone, and my God, the same video is still playing. And I realized, oh crap, yeah, Lyra has these like 8-hour streams. I was like, oh right, crap, her stream lasted longer than my sleep. Oh boy. And it still had like over an hour left. It was ridiculous. I was like, Jesus Christ, how did she do that? Endurance streamer, good lord. Yeah, that was pretty something. That was quite something. Man, I wonder when I can ever do those. Endurance, one of the most endurance streamers of all time. No, but the clip is up in Muteki University. Right. I'll have to look into that soon. But real quick, I am gonna have to go and pee. So please, pals, please, pals, stay right with me as I'll run an ad. I'll take a quick break. All right. So don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. I'm back. Hal is speaking. No one make a joke. What is gonna happen if you do, though? Wouldn't you like to know? You know, because of the aspect ratio of the of the game, I can just do this. Oh no. There's a what do you call it? Order, transform, center horizontally. There we go. P. Content.
To
Exactly.
dream about another.
So yeah, let's keep it to that. God no. Okay.
To dream about being born in another season. To die in another season. To imagine a
boy.
life where I wasn't afraid to have hope.
Imagine a life where I wasn't afraid to have hope. Well, it's not too late. You can move the eye pissed under the rainy photo.
I'd like you
God.
to have one of these photos.
Aw.
Carry it with you to wherever you're going. These lights out on the coast, it's a solemn task to turn them on. And it's not too late.
Alright. Eh? What's that
They've
sound?
shut off the power. Won't be long now. Imagine the waves rolling in here. The water is so deep that light won't reach us.
That's a hyperbole. Come on.
I should pray one last time.
One last time. God, I was listening to that song a while ago.
We should both pray
Mm-hmm.
right now. Your pendant. The sacrifice your mother made to keep you safe.
I want to break out into
It's
song, but
possible
no,
to
this
pass
is
on
this
blessing,
is supposed to be a heavy moment, guys.
to divide its power among the people you've met on your journey, to shepherd them into the next season. For a truly strong player, we would need to use up the power of your pendant.
Oh no.
I'm not sure it would work. It's never been done before.
Yeah, this is a heavy moment. Chats then breaks out into
But
Hamilton.
I know it would weaken your pendant. In
And
that case,
maybe
nobody
after
will be
this. Who
protected.
knows?
Before you light the candle, I want you to think hard about if you want to do this. Do you want to pass on this blessing, or will you continue your role as a vessel of memory?
Huh. You know what? Why not? Just do this. Yeah. Use my pendant for the prayer. Come on. Why not? I guess.
I can feel the memory, senses, and energy in the air. I have not prayed with any great purpose in so long. Let's set our minds to it. Pray with me.
Alright, chat. Prage. Prage. I pray that, I shall no longer be maidenless. I pray that chat will be happy. Right? Prage. There we go. Ooh, amen.
We sink these
men.
words into the fragile earth to accompany lost souls. Listen to the record of our lives spinning and the old woman tapping her foot to the music. Taste the fruit we stole from the orchard and pretend to love the taste until you truly do. Feel the fabric of a lost doll. Smell the incense of an old evening sun, the caretaker prayer, the scent of the woods and the wedding tree. Turn your eyes to the colored lights, the faces in the crowd are the faces of your children. We offer this prayer on behalf of our companions. Let them find themselves with senses warm and ready for the life of the season to come. You have the sounds of the moment. The moment is already past. We've done all we can. I need to take you out of this place. It can't end here. Let's go.
Huh. Well, Matiora isn't coming? Oh, hey.
The true end of the Tiang Valley was not the flood coming. It was when these people would go their separate ways.
You know what? I
At the
really do
last
love
possible moment,
the character design of this
I saw
game,
them
though.
as a community.
It's so neat, you know?
Without the protection of my pendant, I felt even closer to them.
Feels really jarring sometimes if you do see them like side by side, but then
Whatever
in general,
happens,
it's pretty neat,
We're all in it together.
you know? It's like a Pixar film. Yeah, it is definitely a vibrant style. It's pretty neat. I don't know, maybe it's because it leans into the idea that these memories are vibrant
Greyhand arrived.
and all that.
He had what he called passports for everyone. He said they were supposed to have a photo,
Huh.
but that his camera was broken and he wanted to use mine. I saw in these little papers the beginning of a new world.
Aw.
He
Professional
asked me
child.
if I could help him.
Me
I
IRL.
had only one moment to decide.
Aw. Why would I not help them?
I said, yes. The Greyhand thanked me.
Why would I not help them out?
He gave
Huh.
me a pin and told me their new name would be
Floral path.
Floral Path.
Aw. That's pretty nice. Being a child is a profession. Sign me up. I'm straight. What are the requirements? Where do we send our resumes? I am a full-time child. And clown. Well, I'm not
The
just
one
a
said he
clown.
felt like
I'm
traveling
the
on
entire
light.
circus. And I'm a VTuber too. Oh man. God, chat, I can now feel the coffee going through my system. Just drop them in the mailbox at the corner, yeah?
Listen closely.
Hmm?
The road
Alright.
behind you leads to the coast.
Mailman will pick it up the next working day.
There's an
Alright.
old warning system on the beach, an emergency light that can be seen from the other side of the ocean. You can
Whoa.
warn the rest of the world about the change of season. All you have to do is turn it on. It was built to survive anything. I'm sure it still works. Do you understand?
No, I don't. No. I want to press no. You know what? Because I'm really curious. What happens if I say no?
On the beach, there's a switch that turns on a big light. When the people on the other side of the ocean see that light, they'll know it means something bad is going to happen soon. I think it's time to turn it on.
Can I take a photo of you?
Of course.
Sounds like a nice... Looks like a... Yeah, that looks like a nice... Can I... Come on, not even a smile?
Easel lives.
I like his blue eyes, though. I say that in a non-creepy way as a creature without any eyes, or any visible eyes, by the way.
I've
But
been
yeah.
thinking about that all night. I have this idea to turn my van into a shrine.
Yo? That's pretty dope.
For every sermon I preach, I'll listen to 10, and you will remember
Don't you also have
everything.
blue eyes? Do I?
will survive
Do I though?
everything.
Big rectangular blue eyes that cover like half my face. Yeah.
Rest transparent
1,000 of them.
in the spirit that gives you rise.
Chat, my mask. Those pixels, those aren't pixels. Each one of them are my eyes.
Farewell.
The shimmering? No, it's each individual eye blinking. Not in unison, one by one. It's canon now, it's in the lore. Hey, this looks pretty neat. Gotta take another shot. Gotta take another shot. I guess that explains why I get so lost so quickly. It's because there's so many of them. Never cease to amaze me, Chloe. Good lord. Oh man. Oh hey. I told you, full-time clown. You need to get paid more for this. Oh my god. Eh? Wait, put that here. Oh man. I love this. I feel like this game is about to end. Oh wow. This looks pretty neat. Alright. Let's put it here. You know what? This is a nice way to end the game. This is a view that I wouldn't mind ending the game with. Let's keep biking. It's over here. When one game ends, another starts. Yeah, more or less. As soon as this ends, I think I'm gonna replace the time slot for Black Mesa. Then I'm gonna double down on the Persona streams. And yeah. Oh my god, this looks pretty. Not gonna lie. Huh. Looks really pretty.
The elder told me she grew up on a watery republic. The ship was commandeered during the war.
Yeah, so this must be it, huh? So yeah. I guess I'll double down on the Persona streams. Because it's getting kind of exciting, and I don't know. I'd want to see more of it, you know? Pretty neat. Alright, let's get the heck out of here. You wanna see who? Wouldn't you like to know? I'm not giving an answer to that. No. Oh wait, crap, just remembered something. There we go. I don't know if you can hear that clicking, but I just turned on my humidifier. You can take a guess. You can take a guess. You'd have a pretty nice guess. I'm fairly certain whatever you're gonna guess, it's gonna be something. Is it gonna be... I don't want to know anyone. I don't want to know anyone. Huh. Oh no. Nagtampo ang aking mod. Ano? Hala, nagpapakyut? Ano ba? Oh, so this is how you wanna play. Huh. Ano? Magpapakyut ka lang dyan? Ikaw na nga. Hal, I am not your strongest warrior, Shet. Oh boy. Oh man. I wish I could double down with that, but sadly I can't Tagalog properly. Though it seems that that sort of voice works the best, in my experience. It works the best with using Tagalog. You know? Holy crap! This is... Oh! Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa there, cowboy. I like this view. Oh. You know what? Bike, you stay here. I know, I'm a sucker for, like, long streets, long paths. Something about it is just... I don't know. It's like... because whenever I see an empty street, a long street, or path or whatever, I know, it feels like it's a new adventure that's waiting to be had. You know what I'm talking about, right? Right, chat? I'm not insane, right? That's one way to interpret that. Just taking in the views. Look at that god ray. Look at those god rays. It looks like no one takes it. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. My Wi-Fi loaded the stream. Hoo hoo. Kate, hello, hello. You could turn down the the video quality if that's what you like. Oh no, my voice. Nice view, right? It is a nice view. Kate, binuli niya ako. Eh, ikaw kasi nagpapakyut eh. Ano bang magagawa ko? Huh? I can't really help but tease you if you act like that. Ah, you like it. Kate, I am not the strongest warrior. Good lord. But yeah. But wait. Chat. Thinking about it, good lord, this is the broadside of a ship, right? And these are viewports? No, my voice. This is what I get for not turning on my humidifier. But Hal? What? Hello? I'm heading out. Sorry for intruding. No, Kate, I swear. Baka ngayon yan lang na narinig. Anyways, those are viewports. Good god, that's a big ass ship. Just realized. That smoke? Eh? Alright, time to head to the smoke. Huh. Man, this bike has been everywhere. Oh? Hydration check. Yes, Kate, I've already had my water. Thank you, thank you. Huh. Okay. Heyo. What's this dude? What's this dude just sleeping out here? Ah, darn it. I need a wider angle.
The warning lights look bigger than an easel's photo.
Excuse me, good sir. I am in need of your ferry services.
Why are you purple? Is it Waluigi? This guy Waluigi? Oh man, look at him.
Hello.
Hello.
I love you.
I love you too, random stranger. I love you too, Waluigi.
Ice cream.
Ice cream. I love you too.
Good. Ha.
Huh.
What this do?
What? Emergency light.
Emergency?
Yeah. For nighttime.
For night.
Yes.
I think wrong.
Oh.
It's
Ugh.
not for sport.
Ah, I see.
My village.
Look at these
From the
gobos.
life. You see? You?
Village is safe.
Safe village.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Let's see. There we go. Show him that.
tree.
Yes, tree.
Beautiful tree. I have tree.
Wholesome.
It's weird, no? I have weird.
Why weird?
Public lizard.
Public lizard. He looks like a hobgoblin. I mean, yeah, he kind of does. Thinking about it.
For everyone.
It's a public lizard for everyone. Are pets?
No.
Oh.
I say I live home.
Oh.
My mother no cry goodbye. Your mother?
Same. No cry goodbye. My mom got emotional. Huh.
Sad mom. Morning I leave. I go far, far. Alone. Long time. I leave home.
Oh my god, that is the longest thing ever. The time and future and make it real for people. You know what? You know what? Why not?
Why not?
Why'd you leave home?
Bamnegeo se jalo.
Eh?
Why not? Same.
Ah, I see.
Look at crab now.
What crab? What?
I see. I like it. I draw. What you like?
I like cows. Oh, this is. Oh, this one. Cow.
Sound. To play sound. You play sound.
Yeah, his drawings are pretty adorable. What's good music? This one. That was pretty short.
I heard a lot of music on my trip, but never saw anybody playing it. Just instruments, recordings, echoes.
Good. Here?
Hey.
3 days together. Friend now. Sad that I go.
Aw. I met an old monk. Now he's going to travel like you and me.
He is big man. Good hair. Now, here, together, we are same.
We are same. Oh, he's got a camera too. Ha. Selfie. That. It is now nighttime. What should I do? Is there something I can do? Question mark. Am I floating? Oh. Oh. Okay. I thought I was. Insert peace sign here. God, it's so dark. Can't hear. I can't hear. It's so dark. I can't hear anything, chat. Good God. There we go. Turn on the lights now. Oh. I can't smell too. Oh no. Unfortunate.
The lights sent out a warning to the other side of the world.
Huh.
I wondered if anyone was watching. I wondered if anyone remembers what it means. This season is over.
Hmm.
My new friend is sailing home in the morning. I've decided to go with him.
Aw.
I feel so scared and so relieved at the same time. I can't think straight. Before sailing into the unknown, I checked in on my journal, my letter to the future.
Ah, they said the title. Or the subtitle, at least. So, all this time, we are the season, a letter to the future. Huh. Oh, Nyani. Oh. Oh god, the brightness.
Blinding light. And a strange pattern disappeared off the surface of the water.
Moana time, right?
My mind emptied out.
Away, away.
But then my senses came alive.
I
Smelled the ocean air. Felt the boat rocking. Heard the waves rolling. Saw someone else was with me. I detected the world for the first time.
What do you mean by that?
I was overwhelmed by its beauty and a feeling of possibility. Then I found this journal and I read carefully through each page. It says, "Here is my home, my
Oh,
mom,
what?
my friends."
As soon as they
Didn't
left, it's like
recognize
they
When the
forgot.
loss hit me, I
Huh.
became aware of a massive absence. And I realized that if it wasn't for this journal, I wouldn't even know I lost anything at all. These pages are a little bridge between us and the world that just disappeared.
Okay.
And I put them together, so that must be who I am.
Aw, his drawings are
Someone who left their
adorable.
home to take measure of the world before it changed. Here's a record of the people I met along the way, moments from their lives at the end of this era. It seems to have been a season where our minds wandered through memories and dreams of the past.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe
I'll
that's
continue
why
taking
the
measure of the world,
pendant cracked.
even if I never make it to a palace of art and memory. No matter where you're reading this, I offer you my journal and the lives inside it. If anything in here escapes from the page into the world, let it be one sentence. Just a few words you heard from a traveler on a bicycle. When at the end of the evening, she turned to you and said, "It is not too late."
Huh.
How to leave home. For my daughter. Find a sacred square of earth.
that new place.
Lay down.
Behind a lurk, meeting with
So you
Sensei
have the
students.
dirt
All
at
right.
your back.
Good luck. Good luck with your meeting. I wish you the best.
Close your eyes. Close everything. Do you see for yourself? You see for the dead, for the unborn. Do you listen for yourself? You listen for the dead, for the unborn. Your ancestors are in that dirt. All the living and all the dead are holding you up. Now, stand. They're still there, aren't they? It's time to move, to entangle yourself everywhere with everyone. So the next time you lay down in the dirt, you will have so much more.
The game is telling us to touch grass in the most profound way possible. Right? It does. And, oh wow! That is the end of the game, chat. Huh. That was definitely Season, a letter to the future. That was pretty nice. The end. Alright. This game was made by the following people, all of whom gave their infinitely precious time on Earth to bring it. And by department. Oh god. Yeah. Lead artist. Oh, these are... a lot of them are French, I suppose? But I don't know if they're Canadian French or, like, French. Because I did actually look through a bit of, what do you call it? I looked at the company, I guess, the developers of the game, and I think they were based in Canada. So yeah, oh yeah, pretty neat. So it is the end of the game, and I guess this is a good time for me to like give a general review of it. NetEase? Huh. Okay. Yeah, the Chinese company. Anyways, Seasons. A letter to the future. What do I think about it? So let's begin with the technical aspects first. Is it even technical? Okay, let's just begin with the basics first. How does it look? It looks amazing. Period. It is definitely one of the prettiest, is one of the prettier games out there. The art style has a lot of heart into it. There was definitely a lot of life that you can find in the character design. Vibrancy is the term, I guess. There's a lot of vibrancy in the character design, the colors are used, and even the environmental design. I really like that. Although I have to say, in terms of the environment, I guess there is quite a bit of environmental storytelling in there, but it's like, what do you say? How do you put it? I guess I feel like a lot of for the environmental storytelling in this game, there's quite a bit that is lacking in the environmental storytelling. There we go. Despite the environment storytelling being like a major gameplay mechanic in this game, it's like, it's like a lot of the environmental storytelling, you can't tell it, you can't piece it together as soon as you see it, you know. You still have to take a camera and like point and like take a picture of it, you know. And that's where, after you take a picture of it, that's where like the exposition happens, or like it's like her comments, I mean, whatever she says after you take the picture is where the environmental storytelling gets kind of explained. And personally, I'm not really a fan of that, because to me, good environmental storytelling is something where you, as soon as you see it, you start to piece together what happened there, or what is going, or what used to go on in a particular area, you know? In the earlier parts, I guess, let's see. I think the only time where the environmental storytelling was pretty okay was in the second part. The part after... Oh no, wait, I think... No, it's the third part, I mean. The part where you're in, where it's raining, you're in this, like, dilapidated, like, highway or something. And you can see the spray paints, like, or, like, spray painted messages of, what do you call it, of there's no more electricity here, yada yada yada. I think that was the only place where the environmental storytelling kind of made sense, you know. But other than that, in terms of the environment, it does look really pretty. In terms of the sound, it does sound pretty great as well, because again, recording sounds is a gameplay mechanic, and of course they had to make it sound good. The voice acting is pretty great. The story writing, the script writing, is pretty great as well. I think the only bit that was lacking there was with the lady, the elder in the village, because I don't know, we got used to like everybody speaking in this sort of poetic manner, you know, in like where every statement, every other sentence is like a really profound sentence. But then as a fellow writer, I enjoy the stories and how they got told. It is pretty great though. I gotta give it that. But then when the elder started talking, she spoke in like just prose or something, and it like kind of took me out. You know, kind of took me out. It's like, oh wow, she's just speaking normally. It's kind of strange, not gonna lie, but still, it was pretty great. Now, as for I want to go into the technical aspects first before going into the story, because I guess the story is like the meat itself of this like quote unquote review. For the technical aspects, it runs fairly smoothly, of course. Although one issue is the it's nitpicky, but the collision, I guess. It's because, you know, sometimes when you pay attention to it, it's like a lot of times you feel like you're floating because of I don't know, the collision is slightly higher than the actual ground. right So when you're biking, you look at the shadow. when you look at the shadow, it's like the shadow is like way too far. so it's like your character is floating sometimes, or sometimes in the geometry. That's like the stupidest problem to deal with. Yeah, taking it granted, it is. Sometimes in the level geometry as well, in some of the paths, you run across like invisible barriers. Or sometimes the collision for, say, a rock or a bush is like way too wide in comparison to the bush itself or the rock itself. So you would find a lot of times where you'd get stuck, you know. Speaking of getting stuck in your bike, the controls of the bike is sometimes finicky, especially. The controls to the bike is kind of finicky, especially if movement in general is kind of finicky. It feels kind of sluggish. I don't know how to really put it, but it's like it feels sluggish overall. The only times where it's kind of okay is if you are in the bike running really fast, or if you're just walking really slow. But in any sort of movement in between is, I don't know, it's not smooth, so to speak. Let's see, what else? I think for overall for the technical aspects, it's not really, there's nothing major really. Besides, this is an indie. I mean, it is an indie game from an indie studio, and it's kind of understandable, though it's not an excuse. It is but an explanation as to why this game coming from an indie studio is an explanation, not an excuse for those issues in the technical aspect. So and now we go to the actual story part. For the story, I love how each individual story tidbit is presented. Like, you know, from moment to moment. I love how those stories are told. I love how they are written. It's like, especially the times with, what do you call it? In Tiang Valley, especially, you know, the way you interact with Matiora, how she is this, like artist who is working way too hard, who is now just trying to like let intuition guide her in making art. Like how that old lady, that one mother, I actually forgot her name, how she's trying to prepare herself and her son for the life they have ahead of them. Now, especially now, with leaving their house behind and leaving behind the grave of her husband, you know? I love the moment to moment storytelling. No, God, especially the one with the mother, the little story tidbits that you get with your mother at the very start of the game. I love every single part of those, but the one thing that I don't like about this story is that those little stories don't have like a bigger story to stand on. It's not given any proper preface as to why this is all happening. Because at the start of the game, you're just told that it is going to be the end of the season. It is like, yeah, it's going to be the end of the season. This is why you have to do this and do that. This is why you have to like do this ritual with the 5 senses. The thing is, it's not really explained as to why seasons are ending. There wasn't really an explanation as to what seasons are. You are given like a slight background on what this mind sickness is, but you don't really see actual effects on this. Yeah, the individuals in this game are well made. Feels like you're just trying to vibe with them because yes, though. Yeah, exactly, right? It's like on the individual level, the story is really great, but like in the grander scale, like the world building, I guess would be the correct term. It's lacking for me, because in order for you to have like a greater appreciation of the characters inside a game, they need a background to begin with. You know, there was a lot of mention of a war, and you are only like given vague examples or vague descriptions of what the war was. You don't really get a story of how it happened. You don't really get a story of why it happened and how. I mean, you are given what do you call it? You are given like you do hear stories about how it ended, but you don't really get enough stories about why it started or why, or the in-betweens in those, you know? You don't see enough letters about it, I suppose. The only things that you do get about the only tidbits of information that you get about the what do you call it? of the sorry, of the god, of the war are just letters of the people like before it, or the letters after it. Don't really, because of how you don't get like letters like of what the people are experiencing during that war. You don't really get an idea as to what happened there or how it really was during that war. But yeah, it's like it's lacking. It's really lacking. Not gonna lie. In terms of like, oh yeah, because that's also another thing, because of how there isn't like a properly established background and a properly established world. Sometimes the things that the characters say don't really make sense. In like the deeper parts, you know? It's like in the surface, yeah, they sound extremely profound. They sound really deep. But then because you don't have like proper context of them in the world building sense, you don't it's there's nothing deeper than that. They're just pretty words. There's no proper context to them and all that. It's like there's no deeper context to them other than, yeah, I'm just telling you to do this and do that. Yeah, it all sounds pretty. Touch grass and all that. So yeah, I don't know. Overall, though, the game is really pretty. The script is well written, and did the game ever list itself as an actual slice of life type of game? No, it didn't. No, it didn't. Overall, the game is really pretty. Great voice acting, great environmental and character design. And if there's a game that you want to like just vibe with, this is one of those games. Given its length, it's also pretty okay. The only reason why I spent like 4 or 5 streams doing this is because despite my 2-hour streams, I spend only like an hour or so playing it. So yeah, it's pretty neat, pretty great. I have to give it a final score of I'll give it a 7 out of 10. I feel like I'd vibe with Pokemon Snap more. Yeah, see, here's the thing. You'd vibe with Pokemon Snap a bit better because there is already an established world. The world, or even if you don't begin, even if you don't start with it, even if that's gonna be your first thing, you'd eventually like get an idea of what this world is. It's a lived world. It is, you see how things interact with each other. For this game, it's like really empty. You do only get memories of it, but then these memories are fragmented, and it doesn't really give you too much to like form like an actual narrative or whatever. So yeah, I give it like, I don't know, thinking about it, I don't know, it's like a 6.5. I want to love it. Yeah, it's probably like a 6.5 out of 7. Because, I don't know, I really want to give it a higher score, but it feels like it's kind of lacking, you know? 6.9. Nice. Yeah, somewhere over there. So, yeah, that's about it. Let's take you all back to the just chatting screen. There we go. So, chat. How you guys doing? I'm gonna end the stream later. Not soon, but later. So, yeah. Actually, this is, I think, the first time where I've actually finished a game and I still want to keep streaming. So, how you guys doing? How you guys doing? No, How's life been treating you so far? I'm almost done with the suit jacket for the Hal Vol. Oh my god. Excited. Really excited. Thank you so much for the hard work that you're putting putting into that little thing, Kate. I appreciate it so much. I wish I was there physically to to do something to like giving it. Although I may or may not have forgotten your vest. Nah, don't worry about it. Yeah, don't worry too much about it. Yeah. Yeah, let me look through a few things here. Oh, okay. So yeah, yeah, speaking about today, earlier today, aw, thanks, Kate. Earlier today, as I was driving through town, going from project to project, I actually, for some odd reason, the entire like Hamilton, like, what do you call it, album played on my Spotify. I was like listening through all of it, and I immediately jumped into, what do you call it, again, my favorite song. Yeah, where is it? One Last Time. And man, it still gives me the feels whenever I hear about it. Whenever I hear it, makes me now want to it now makes me want to play the entire playlist again soon. I really do love their entire recording on Spotify, because it's the entire play right over there. you just play the entire thing, and it's gonna you now get the entire story. You know, you're already listening through the entire play. My favorite performance of One Last Time is when they performed it for Obama. Really? They did? Huh. Never knew about that one. Cool beans. Wait, chat. I'm gonna do something really, really strange, alright? Wait. I know you're busy. I want to give you a word of warning. Oh, so that's how it starts, right? Jefferson resigned this morning. Oh my god. I need a favor. Alright. I need you to write an address. Okay, the only song you missed by listening to the soundtrack is the tidbit where... Yes, actually. Yeah. That is indeed the only things that you... That is the only thing that you do miss out, if you're listening. Because I remember the first time that I did listen to the soundtrack is that... no, I'm not gonna sing it. The only thing that you are missing is the part. Yeah, is that part, because the first time I actually listened to it, I was looking for that. I was looking for that. What do you call it? I was looking for that part. I was looking for that scene in the playlist, because I remember like, wait, didn't Lawrence die or something? So I went to like the Broadway thing, the actual play. Yeah, he did die at this scene. I went back to the playlist. I was like, huh, they skipped out on that one, I guess. So I guess it's a win, guys. If you do listen to the playlist, he doesn't die. Lawrence doesn't die. Lawrence doesn't die in the playlist, right? Good God. You know what? And just listening to all of this again, it revives my love for me. It revived my love for what do you call it? My love for singing, for all of this, you know. I guess that was one of the reasons why I really did get into like singing in the choir, you know. I really started with Les Mis, and then what do you call it? Les Miserables, and then there were other, what do you call it? I guess Moulin Rouge, and Moulin Rouge, it's Legally Blonde, and what do you call it? And then there's this one as well, you know. It's pretty. And then yeah, Hamilton's. It's just so great. All that. Wait, can I do something here? Wait, Chloe, no. Chloe, no. Oh wait, because I wanna see if I can actually hit the notes. The movie musical, please, right? Moulin Rouge was pretty great. Ah, God. Wait. Before I distract myself, I wanna hear if I can actually hit that note. Wait. I need a favor. Behavior. Talk less. Need you to run. I need you to draft an address. There we go. No. He's stepping down. He's stepping down because he's running for president. I'm stepping down. I'm not running for president. One last time. Relax, have a drink with me. One last time. Back tonight, and we'll teach him how to say goodbye. Say goodbye. You and I. Okay, there we go. That's enough. Huh, that is pretty neat. I feel like my notes are flat. Or that I sound like wet ass. I should look for a -1 of this. Oh no, it's the caffeine and the intrusive thoughts talking. I'm singing all Hamilton's lines with you. I need a duet with this. I excused myself for the meeting for this. Okay, BRB. I don't know. You sound amazing. I mean, yeah, I guess I do. It's just really weird though, cause I've been doing a few things. Okay, I've been doing a few things, and when I sing, I feel like it's really great. I feel like it's really, really, really great. But then, as soon as I replay it, oh man, it doesn't sound right. I don't know why. Is it because I mean, sure, there's a psychological thing where you're just not used to hearing your own voice, because whenever you do hear your own voice, it's not like it's from, what do you call it? It's like from an internal space, I guess, because you know the vibrations are coming from inside you and all that. And then when you do hear it from like a speaker or something, it's like, well, this isn't normal, this isn't me, that sort of thing. But still, I don't know. Let's see if I can do something about this. Can confirm, wet ass sounds great, not gonna lie. Really now. Let's see if I can do something about this. Wait. Huh. Okay, chat. I don't know if that song actually played. I sure do hope it didn't. But let's see if this. No, it didn't. Okay. Ooh, boy. Let's see if this plays here. Chat. Tell me if you can hear this. Tell me if you can hear this. I played something. Did that show up? Ah. Okay. Okay. Meron. Okay. Let me see if I can... Wait. Let me scrub this real quick. Oh. Wait. Huh. Am I ready to show this? Okay. I think I can show this off a bit. Yeah, I think I could show that. At least that part. Okay, now that I'm listening to it again, I feel stupid. It sounds kinda neat. Okay. You know what, chat? Alright, I'll give you this W for now. Sounds okay. Yeah, it sounds okay. Let me just delete that from the entire thing. I know. He agrees. Wet ass is nice. Mwah. Mwah. Chef's kiss. I baited you. Okay, fine. You win this time, chat. Okay. You know, it was okay, so I don't want to talk too much about it because it's really freaking hard to not talk about it at this point. But thankfully I only have a few viewers right now, so I don't really I don't really have to worry about it too much about it. Anyways, it's great. It's really fun. It's really fun doing this. The entire recording process, you know? Because back then I'd go into thing. My only experience with singing, recorded singing, by the way, is when I was in the choir. And the thing is, when you're in the choir, I guess especially because I was part of I'm a bass in the choir, you know, and there were quite a few of us in the bass part. I could get away with being kind of half-assed with my notes. Doesn't sound right, but yeah, it kind of sucks. But yeah, I could. Oh, okay, I could get away with being kind of. Okay, there, I'm back. Okay. Anyways, yeah, it was kind of weird. Man, imagine having more than one person filling the bass. Yeah, because, dude, there were so many basses for us back then. There were like, what, 6 of us? No, 8? Yeah, there were 8 of us at most. So much so that we had to, lessen our volume, I suppose. We had to, and the veterans, the quote unquote veterans of the choir were bass. So I could get away with being I could get away with just being half-assed. But now that I'm recording, I realize and because of me being, because of me being half-assed, I never really got to see how, like, what the full capabilities of my own voice are. Now that I'm like doing these self-recordings at home, I got to like kind of let loose, especially now with how I've kind of sound treated my my room, sound foam everywhere. I can like kind of let loose with my own voice. Try to see how high I can go, or how I can play with my own voice recording. And my God, it feels really nice. It feels like I feel so like free now. Yeah, you know. It's part of why I like singing solo or with a few people instead of a choir. Less compromise. Yeah. It's like, it's always because when I used to sing, I would sing with how do I say it? It's like I used to sing with in a non-casual manner. Because whenever I used to sing in the choir, it was always with you know, in the church or in a program or for practice or something, you know. It's whenever I sang, it was for an occasion. And whenever I did attempt to sing in a non-formal event or a non-formal manner, you know, casual quote unquote singing, I'd get told people would, although they say it jokingly, they'd say, I don't know, stop, dude, come on, you know, that sort of stuff. So this time though, now that I'm like actually like singing, yeah, without any fear of being told off or without any fear of being, you know, all of that, it's really fun. it's really fun, you know. And truth be told, for like this half of the song, I've already like had over 100 takes. It's like what, just the first 1 minute of the song, I've already had like 100 takes. I've already had like over 100 takes, and this like feeling of accomplishment that I got as soon as I what do you call it, got it right, or got it to a level or like to a quality that I am now kind of happy with. God, it's just so it's like chef's kiss. The only things I'm grateful for joining the choir for is the time I did is that I can sing classically to a certain extent, and that I met a few good eggs. You're right, exactly. Same here, Kate. Same here. Yeah, it's always nice being classically trained, you know. It's always having like proper training, having proper like knowledge in this little hobby that you have can you know, can add so much life to it. So yeah, it's kind of because of this classical training that I do have. It's why I can know, or I guess I can like yeah, it's like where I can hear myself that I'm going flat or I'm going sharp, or if I'm saying flat out singing the wrong notes or something, you know. Yeah. When I get stable income, I want to take voice lessons for once, right? Yeah, I can. That would be pretty neat though. Though, ow. Although I do now have stable income, my problem is finding time for it. Because I remember like going into practice when it's my desk. I like to sit like cross-legged on my chair. Then if I sit like properly, I sometimes hit my shin hits the table. There we go. You can hear that, right? Yeah, you can't hear that. Yeah. Sitting in that position again. You know how you put your one leg under one thigh? You know? The reverse number 4. I guess that's the true Asian way to sit cross-legged on the wheelie chair. Or the number 4, I guess. That's what it's called. Yeah. Where was I? Oh yeah. Finding the time, because I remember back then that I remember going into practice like really tired back when I was still in uni. And it was a really suboptimal time to practice when you're tired and all that. So the issue now is that the only time that I do have free is after work, and most of the time I'm already dead tired by then. Most of the time I just really want to go home, plop into bed, or take a cold shower, plop into bed, stream, probably because streaming is good for my mental health apparently. Yeah, that's about it. So yeah, it is definitely the time issue, you know. Now, if, however, you have like, if, however, you are going to be unlike me and working in an industry which only has office hours are only like Monday to Friday, then good on you. You can definitely do that. But unfortunately, I am in an industry where, you know, working 6 days of a week is the normal. So I should really clear this mug of coffee. Oh god, ants. Oh, Lord. Okay, so chat. I'll be right back. I'm gonna have to clear this out real quick. I'm gonna run an ad. Please don't go anywhere, okay? Alright, please. I'm back. Man, these ants are relentless. My god. These ants are relentless. They just go for everything. My coffee, even the water that I use for my humidifier, they dive in. Yes, everybody shush. This could have been an email. Oh my god, I hate it. Meetings that could have been emails. Good lord. Why does it... God, it should... I think more people should know this, you know, how to write emails. I don't care how long emails are, as long as they're, you know, they're concise, they get to the point, they have all the information that you need. Just please. Ants own your things now. It's theirs now. Derry, hello, welcome to the stream. Derry. I think you missed something. Hello, Derry, welcome to the stream. It's so nice to see you. Thankfully, you weren't there a while ago. Given the thing that I just sent. The thing that I just showed to the chat, whatever. My dad recently bought this ant poison that he sticks to the bottom of his desk. Oh, actually, I was planning on buying some of that. So, I'll do something about that. I'll buy it. I'll buy some tomorrow, and I'll see where that goes. Why? What happened? For the sake of the other viewers, this is going to be the last time where I will show this to you guys. Okay? This is going to be the last time where I'm going to show this to you guys. Okay. That tidbit, that one tidbit right over there. I don't know, because a part of me doesn't want to talk more about it, but then a part of me just wants to flex it because this is such a big thing for me. So let's see where this goes. And let me chat. You can hear this, right? Everybody, to the new people in chat. You guys hear that? You guys hear that? No? Yes? Maybe? Yes, rinig? Yeah. So yeah, that was pretty neat. It's pretty cool. Pretty neat. It's pretty cool, no? It's pretty neat, right? I love it. So yeah, it's like one of the biggest flexes that I can tell myself at the start of this year. Guys, this thing here is part of one of my like year thing. This thing is my year. It's like one of the goals that I have set for myself for the year. And Leviathan, no more. I'm going for the Hal Road. No, Derry, no. Man, so this is a reason why I really want to give it the best for you guys, because I don't know. It's like I'm imagining myself being one of the people that I'm releasing this song to, and I don't want to disappoint them, you know. I want to pour out all my heart into this crap. Yeah. So it's definitely something. I'm feeling so emotional. I want to cry because of this, but yeah, this is the first time that I can actually say that something that I'm doing is a passion project. This is the definition of a passion project for me. And yeah, it's something. I'm gonna stop myself before I cry because of that. So yeah, I left the meeting for this. No. Oh no, no. That's the wrong way of saying. You left the meeting because it could have been an email. There we go. That's what you say. That's what you say. Yep. Yeah. So I'm really looking forward to myself. Can't wait to hear the release of the cover. So proud of you, homie. Thank you, Derry. YVC? Oh, Lord. So tiring. You know, I've been in this one meeting as well. It's like they were pitching something to us. It was like, oh, I'm looking for a team. They tell me. I need to assemble a team because this and that and this and that. I was there at the meeting. I mean, sure, it's pretty nice. But man, that could have been an email. The thing was, all of it was just like, essentially we're just what do you call it? Getting to know each other, and it wasn't really even helpful. I don't know. Man, I want to talk more crap about it, but no, I can't. For professionalism's sake. For professionalism's sake, man. Yeah, I looked at the other engineers over there and was like, yeah, no. They weren't feeling it either. There is no professionalism. Hey, come on. Taravisi para mag-rant. No. So yeah, that was that. Anyways, yeah, so I've been streaming for over 2 hours and a half now, and I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to end the stream soon, and oh my Jesus. Oh my Jesus. Okay, I think I need to go because I saw something and it's like more ants at the back of my monitor. Like not on the monitor itself, but like at the back of the stand of my monitor. And oh Lord, this is gonna need a bit of cleaning up. Whew. So, anyways, chat. Think sweet mo raw kasi. Please don't. You don't even know what I sound like when I do that. Alright? Oh yeah, so chat, thank you so much for this stream. And I really enjoyed it. Thank you for, I don't know, giving me a bit more courage in this little endeavor that I have. I sure do hope that I won't disappoint you. So with all that being said and done, it's time. Taskaru. That's about it for your that's about it for your what do you call it? That's about it for your what do you your fan service. I'm gonna raid, you know what? Let's raid Sensei, shall we? Or yeah, let's raid Sensei. Let's do it. So, chat, thank you so much. I enjoyed this stream so much, and I sure do hope that we'll see each other again soon. Goodbye now. And yeah, please spam the raid emote when you get there. Goodbye.